I will like to greet everyone who is here with us today, to all of our guests. Our judges, thank you so much for your time today and committing yourself to assisting our students in overseeing their projects and providing them insight on their work. A big thank you to our mentors who have worked with us countless hours and spending their time with the students in offering research insight and guidance, leadership development, and just assisting them in taking this next step in their pursuits in education and in public health. We also extend our gratitude to our instructors who have spent the 2-week didactic training and working with our students and offering insight in public health and the basic elements in preparing for their placements. And to our staff, the Public Health Sciences Institute staff and all of Morehouse College staff and anyone who has played an integral role to ensure that we were able to put together such a wonderful opportunity for our scholars. Also, many thanks to our director, Dr. Cynthia Trawick, who has led this effort for many years and also serves as an alum of Project Imhotep. And we have numerous people who have joined in today to charge and to fill in and to use our special word for this summer, which was pivot, to ensure that you, scholars, we give our gratitude to you for your time and also just extending this opportunity to advance yourself in taking this next step in your careers. And we are looking forward to all that you pursue following this day. Without further ado, I would like to introduce our Provost for Student Success, Dr. Melvin Foster, who will bring opening remarks. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Morehouse College. On behalf of President Thomas and Provost Kendrick Brown, I bring you greetings from the college at large. As the Associate Provost for Academic Success here at Morehouse, this session this morning reminds me of our mission statement, and that is to develop men with disciplined minds to lead lives of leadership and service. Dr. Trawick reminded me a moment ago that our dear alumnus, William Jenkins, is responsible for helping to create this initiative in partnership with the CDC. That is the realization of our mission, to have, whenever there is one person who can break through in an area and make a difference and give back in the way in which this program has done, not just to Morehouse's community, but to the country. And I'm going to wager in some of these cases over the past 40 years to the world. That's truly a testament and an example for all of you. And I would like to challenge you that the work that you've done here, that it doesn't end with a poster presentation. You spent the summer dedicated to one project. The work that you've done has been a culmination of all of your liberal arts training, and is the seed, this is the seed work to go forth and seek funding and support to continue to realize in a greater way the results that you've discovered. And so I want to leave you with that challenge. I want to welcome you again to our campus. My discipline is music, and so being in this space, this is my classroom performance space. So again, welcome to the college. I have enjoyed looking at these posters because, well, it truly is. It's a physical manifestation of your education, that you've been well trained. I would also like to extend to the sponsors and partners in the room an invitation to remain engaged with our campus and with our leaders. The work that has been accomplished over the past 40 years, it's work that cannot and should not end. So thank you, and we look forward to your continued engagement.
Thank you so much, Dr. Foster. Also, in extending our acknowledgments and our gratitude, we also welcome our CDC partners. None of this could happen without our partners from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. And we will now bring words of encouragement from Commander Zodi Demisi, who will also be followed by, or who will follow her. We will have Dr. Candace Hunter, Dr. Malika Glover, and Dr. Laurie Elam Evans.
See, I'm a shorty, so I've got to move this down so you guys can better hear me. Good morning, Project Imhotep scholars. Thank you. I'm so very happy to be with you here today to celebrate your success at completing the program. In the past, I have served as a Project Imhotep mentor and have been here in the audience to support my mentee. To have the opportunity to speak to you all today is a great honor. Today is a wonderful day. We are all here today to recognize and celebrate your many accomplishments over the past 11 weeks. Project Imhotep provides a unique early foray into public health that many students do not have the opportunity to participate in. To share a personal note, I didn't even know what public health was until my senior year in my undergraduate studies as a major in genetics and psychology at Iowa State University. I was researching the next step in my career and happened across epidemiology in a web engine search. This would have been in 2001, 2002, so likely some precursor to Google. I don't know if Google was around back then. I was trying to find fields that would blend my love of social and hard sciences, and the description for epidemiology piqued my interest. But I didn't really have a good grasp of the field and all the wonderful things you could do with epidemiology and the larger public health field until I was in my master's degree program at the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities. So you already have a leg up on me. You have applied public health experience as undergraduate students. All our CUPS programs are competitive, and you should feel so proud that you were selected and to have completed your internship. I am proud of you. We are all proud of you. During my time with you this morning, I would like to share some words of encouragement and wisdom. I would like to start with a recommendation that you may have heard already from the showcase. As part of this program, I hope that you have found value in the connections that you have made along the way. During the showcase, I was happy and renewed by the excitement that I saw in the Zoom chat as students celebrated the recognition and mention of those in their program cohort. In internship and fellowship programs such as these, it can be easy to fall into the trap of competitiveness. This support of each other was wonderful to see. I hope that you keep connected to one another, not just those in your cohort, but mentors, program staff, and supporters. I have already received several requests on LinkedIn from CUPS and Ferguson students, and I'm happy to engage with you. These connections are very important to nurture over time. I will share a brief story about one of my networks. I joined CDC as an Epidemic Intelligence Service, or EIS officer in 2010. At the time, so many of the officers were engaged in infectious disease work, and a small group of us were assigned to the National Center for Chronic Disease and Health Promotion. As an effort to engage professionally and personally, I started a monthly lunch series with this group of officers. While some of the members of this group have moved on to professional roles outside of the center, we have maintained these lunch outings. These outings provide an opportunity to bounce ideas off of each other, express frustrations and confusions, and also brainstorm possible solutions, share advice, discuss job opportunities, share our joys and successes, and even share in our challenges and losses. I am fortunate to be able to call these individuals not just colleagues, but friends. I hope that you have also been able to find such a supportive network among some of your Project Imhotep colleagues. I know that you are all in different stages of your career. Some of you are still completing your undergraduate studies. Some of you are completing your final year and moving on to graduate studies, Or perhaps you're taking a gap year or years. Or perhaps you are completing your studies and moving into the professional world. There are several paths to success. No matter which path you are on, I urge you to be your own advocate and seek out experiences and funding opportunities that will feed your professional goals and your soul. You have already shown this capability by being here today. You sought out this experience. Again, I applaud you for that. Continue this as you progress in your training and experience. Opportunities won't necessarily fall in your lap. You have to look for them. This is something that I wish I had done more during my undergraduate and graduate studies. Some of these experiences may mean that your journey takes a little longer, and that's okay. If it helps you or your family or sets you up for your end goal, it is a valuable experience. Someone else's path and timeline do not have to match your own. Assess what is best for you and continue to assess this over the years. It is okay to stray from your original path. It is not fixed. Before I close, I want to touch on one more topic, imposter syndrome. Did you know that a study conducted in the 2000s estimated that approximately 70% of people will experience at least one episode of imposter syndrome at some point during their lives? This is a considerable percentage. So if you have already experienced this, you are not alone. For those unfamiliar with this term, individuals experiencing imposter syndrome tend to downplay their success because they believe it is due to luck or a result of fooling others. They do not ascribe their success to their hard work or their worthiness. I have seen several young public health and health professionals struggle with this during their training or employment. But I want you to remember three things. It is common to worry or self-criticize at times, but be sure to overcome it. Remember that you have and continue to put in the hard work to make your goals and dreams come true. And three, you are worthy. Again, I congratulate you for your successful completion of Project Imhotep, and I am happy to engage with you after the ceremony.
Unfortunately, Dr. Rowley was not able to join us today to attend to a family matter, but she certainly sends her regards to each of you. And now we will have Dr. Candace Hunter, Dr. Malika Glover, and Dr. Laurie Elam Evans to bring words of encouragement, and also to note, video first, excuse me, and prior to them coming to the stage, we will highlight a video from the late Dr. Bill Jenkins, our founder.
Project Imhotep is an intensive summer internship program held on the campus of Morehouse College for college upperclassmen and recent undergraduates, designed to increase the knowledge and skills of underrepresented minority students in the field of public health.
One of my first management positions in government back in 1968 was to develop young people to come to the U.S. Public Health Service in a traineeship. And what became clear after a while is that people needed more training than they would have normally gotten particularly at HBCU, but generally. And so what we wanted to do was to create an entity that will develop students who would be the best candidates in the schools of public health. And so that's what Project Imhotep was about.
The program includes a variety of seminars, workshops, and concentrated educational training and public health courses, such as public health and health disparities, epidemiology, biostatistics, and scientific writing, taught by accomplished interdisciplinary scholars and teachers.
It is the highlight of my teaching year every single year, an opportunity to teach students who look like me, who are fabulous, who are wonderful, who are bright, interested in pursuing a field in public health. It's just so rewarding.
With support from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Office of Minority Health and Health Equity, the goal of Project Imhotep is to increase the quality and quantity of well-trained professionals from underrepresented and underserved populations into the public health workforce. Interns are paired with mentors from the CDC or other federal, state, and local government agencies, academic institutions, or community-based organizations as they complete a public health research project.
People can come right into our doors and receive help, and I really wanted students to be able to capture that. It's wonderful when you study public health, but it's a whole different thing when you see it firsthand and you feel it and you realize the difference of sort of data and then that actual on-hand experience.
So our typical day here would include us conducting research for our mentor, Dr. Z, and she's examining drug users' attitudes towards methadone. So we'll go usually to one of our outreach locations in the Bluff and conduct interviews there with injection drug users.
This will be a project that will also help other students become tomorrow's workers in the public health arena.
Interns are also required to complete 16 hours of community service.
When we provide access to basic needs such as food, toiletries, diapers, regular household supplies, we are allowing the underserved communities to have a better quality of life.
The intern's summer-long experience culminates with an oral poster presentation to their peers, mentors, and public health professionals, including a written manuscript suitable for publication in a scientific journal. Since Project Imhotep's inception in 1982, over 800 students from approximately 300 different colleges and universities have participated. 3/4 have gone on to pursue or are currently pursuing graduate degrees, and more than half currently hold a public health position in federal, state, or local level government, academia, and non-governmental organizations.
My colleagues now that did Project Motel with me, they're now working all over the country and sometimes over the world, and that's a resource that I'm able to use. And so for these students, that's even more people that they have in their toolbox.
I am so appreciative of the work that you all have done, but even more appreciative of the work that you will do. The thing that I like to ask every year is, how are you going to change the world? You might want to have a nice house and a nice car and make sure you get that check. But the really important thing is, how are you going to change the world?
For more information, please visit our website, morehouse.edu/PHSI/Imhotep.
And so now in the place of Dr. Rowley, we had this opportunity to show this video that was made to give the charge to action from Dr. Bill Jenkins. And now you have the pleasure of hearing from esteemed alumni of Project Imhotep who will bring words of encouragement as well. And so we will also now start off with Dr. Maisha Standifer.
Greetings, everyone. Dr. Trawick caught me heading out the door. Okay, so, but it was truly a distinguished pleasure and an honor to be here. I would be remiss without, I was telling her as I was about to head out the door, and I said, you know, this is going to bring tears to my eyes because I was here when Dr. Jenkins was here, and actually he helped kind of catapult and Project Imhotep catapulted my career in public health. My love, while I was at Spelman College, I actually took courses in undergrad at Morehouse School of Medicine when they were just starting out their MPH program, and then, of course, courses in Public Health Sciences Institute. So just to highlight in terms of what this particular program will do for your career, whether you decide to stay in the field of public health as a professional, go on to CDC or state health departments, or have your own business, or whether you go into academia, whether you go into medicine, whether you go into law, whether you go into research. This is a valuable program. Do not forget this experience. As I told my Project Imhotep students, interns this summer, this is just this on top of the experiences that you receive with your colleagues and your peers. Do not forget those who mentored you, those who were advisors, and those networks that you were able to develop. Right now, I am at Morehouse School of Medicine. I'm the Health Policy Director in the Stature Health Leadership Institute, and just an array of experiences over the last 20-plus years as a graduate of the program. And it's when I say that, it kind of hurts my heart. I'm like, oh, my goodness. But again, I'm just ecstatic about that. And just to tell you how full circle this comes is that I think during the graduation ceremony, I recall during a Project Imhotep when we graduated, and Dr. David Satcher was the presenter at that time, and the speaker. And I remember going up to him and saying, oh my goodness, Dr. Satcher, I would love to work for you. And he was about to go over to the Centers for Disease Control and be the director there. And he said, okay, yeah, maybe one day, kind of haphazardly saying it, very nice as he is. And again, full circle, today I am in this institute at Morehouse School of Medicine, and my office is sitting next to him, and I'm working for him. So what I say is that you never know what's going to happen, but the higher being does. So you are here for a reason in this season, and please take advantage of it. Thank you so much.
And now I would like to have Dr. Laurie Elam Evans to join us on the stage.
Good afternoon. I was also called off guard to come and speak, but I'm always happy to speak with students who are interested in public health. I'm one of the oldest Imhotep alum, probably. I was in the class of 1985. Cynthia Trawick was one of my Imhotep classmates. It's very different now than it was then, because we only had 7. We had 7 members, so it has really grown since that time. But what hasn't changed is the value of the program in providing exposure to undergrads who may not have the opportunity to experience public health firsthand. So I hope that you have taken advantage of this opportunity this summer, this intensive, and I know you said, oh my goodness, when will it end? But later on you'll look back and say, wow, that was great. I learned this and learned that, although you just felt stressed in the summer. But you had the opportunity to experience your different public health venues and to network with people and to meet new faces, new people that you would probably be exposed to later on. But keep up with your cohort and keep up with Imhotep. And one thing that Dr. Jenkins did, and it's really close to my heart because he was my mentor, and it was actually Dr. Jenkins who exposed me to epidemiology. He taught it, worked at CDC, but he came to Spelman College, where I was a student, and taught the epidemiology class. And it was within 5 minutes of the first day of class, I knew epidemiology is what I wanted to pursue. And now I'm an epidemiologist at CDC and have been there nearly 30 years. but it was all because of the exposure and the opportunity that he provided. And I actually did a practicum with him during my senior year as a semester. And I learned so much. It was a practicum, so it was not paid, but the value I got was just, you know, immeasurable. So I hope you really enjoyed your experience. And the thing about Imhotep also is, you know, now you need to remember to give back. You know, you learned, so you need to have others to learn. So tell them about the program. Serve as a interviewer for prospective candidates and things like that. Be a mentor when you're able to be a mentor. But don't forget this opportunity. You know, all of the things that you learn and experience, you're going to think about it later, or it might impact you later more than you ever realized. I was happy to see my first Imhotep student here, Angela Hickman, 1997. So she was my first Imhotep student. She's at CDC now, and now she's coming back as a judge for those things. So it's just like, wow, you know, to see you, it warms my heart. And she came when she worked with me, she was a junior computer science major in college. And, you know, for her to go on and get her MPH, complete her degree, get her MPH is like, wow. So the programs do make a difference. And maybe you don't know what you want to do, but public health is going to be an important part of it. So don't forget the things that you have learned. I'm also excited. I had 2 daughters to go through Imhotep. My youngest daughter, Gabrielle, was an Imhotep student last year, and she used to always see me working. She said, no, I don't want to do that because you work too hard. But I think the exposure to the program and what she did in Imhotep kind of really lets you see that things really change, and public health is everything. Everything that you will pursue kind of is attached to public health, so there are opportunities there for you. So I'm so glad that you had this opportunity. I hope you will remember it and use it and keep up with your Imhotep cohort, your mentors, and so glad that you had this opportunity. And I'm thankful for Bill Jenkins for being the visionary to implement this program and all of the things he did in public health to change the face of public health, and that he did. So thank you so much, and have a great day.
Thank you, Dr. Elam Evans. And now I'd like to ask Dr. Malika Glover to join us on the stage.
Checking to see what time it is. It's 11:59. Good morning, good afternoon. I am very happy to be here. Dr. Trawick asked me to do this, and Dr. Howard asked me to do this, and I did Imhotep in '95, actually. And after all of that, and teaching actually in the first couple weeks of Imhotep over the past years, and teaching at Morehouse and being part of PHSI, whenever they call me to ask me to do something, I cannot say no. So you are now part of the family. You are trapped. So if you hear from them, please answer. But it has been a joy over the course of my life to be part of this program, to be one of Dr. Jenkins' kids, many children, has been an honor and continues to be an honor. You have heard many things about imposter syndrome and being proud of your accomplishments, and really really taking a stand in this space of public health and being exposed to that, because it's really going to be important to your communities going forward. We need you out there in the fields of public health, and whatever path you take still contributes to our communities and public health. So I'm really happy that we have another generation of students who have been exposed to public health. I didn't know anything about public health when I was an undergrad either. I was actually a biology major. I was going to go to med school. And then a friend of mine asked me to take a biostats class at Morehouse, which I begrudgingly agreed to. And I met Dr. Trawick, and that was the end of the story, and did Imhotep. And I still talk to the mentor that I had at CDC now today. And all of the folks that were in my class are still friends of mine, and we still communicate. So this is an invaluable opportunity, and I invite you to really lean into it. And one of the things that I love to say, and I have a t-shirt with this on it, is that my ancestors are my entourage. And so Bill Jenkins is now part of my entourage, but these folks are also part of my entourage as well. And so I lean on them when I need things, when I need a sounding board, when I'm not sure what to do next in public health and from a career standpoint. So I encourage you to look at all of us now as your entourage, and know that we have your back, and are supportive of you and want you to be successful and do well. So again, I congratulate all of you for your work this summer. You have all worked hard. I was in your seat, so I know it's very stressful. It's a very short period of time to do so much work and learn so much, but I know that you guys will continue to learn and do well and make us proud. And again, we are your entourage now, and we are here to be supportive of you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Glover. And we will have our final person to come. That is Dr. Candace Hunter.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. Project Imhotep really launched my career. I am currently a senior public health advisor at CDC in the Childhood Lead Poisoning Prevention Program. And in 2008, I was a graduate research assistant with the Morehouse Public Health Sciences Institute, and then kind of became a Project Imhotep graduate student in the program and spent a summer at NIOSH in Cincinnati, where I met wonderful mentors and learned about the public health service, which I'm now an officer in the public health service. And so I say that, I tell you that just to say, as was mentioned by several other speakers, that this summer experience will launch you into the next portion of your journey, whether it's in public health or another area. I'm hoping it's public health, but I know many go into different areas. I want to encourage you, as Dr. Bill Jenkins said in the video, what will you do to change the world? Just think on and reflect on that question. What will you do to change the world? I remember when I finished my summer internship with NIOSH, and I thought about that. I was a graduate student finishing the first year of my MPH program in epidemiology and environmental health. And I knew I always wanted to go back to graduate school, and I got a lot of encouragement from Dr. Trawick and others. Get that PhD, go for it. And it took me some time, but after I started working back at CDC for several years, I thought back on that comment. I thought back on my cohort, the great cloud of witnesses that you all have who completed Project Imhotep, and I said, I'm going back to get my PhD. And finished in 2019 in environmental health sciences at Emory. I was the first African American to complete that program. And I remember, thank you. I remember going through tough times in that program when I was only person of color in some of my biostats and epi classes, but thinking back to my Project Imhotep family and how they were cheering me on and how they were supporting me every step of the way. And I think again to the question, what will I do to change the world? And I ask you all that again too. What will you do to change the world? For me, having this support of professionals who were invested in you gave me the impetus to move forward, and that's one reason why I'm here today. So, as mentioned, I would encourage you all to pay it forward, give back. You will get called on to volunteer, do it. I encourage you to just give as much as you can, because you are needed in the public health sphere. Each and every one of you is needed, and want to encourage you to pursue a career path in that area, and to stay in touch with your cohort. These are your peers, but you'll be able to call on them in the future for different projects and work together. And then one day you will be back here, perhaps judging, mentoring, and paying it forward. So just wanted to thank you for the opportunity for being here today, and just this program is so special, and I congratulate you all on a job well done in completing it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hunter, and to all of our alumni, and for other alum. If you're in the room, please just wave your hands. We have quite a few alumni who are here, who have served as judges or just here to give back, and let's give them a hand and thank them for their time. We certainly appreciate, and we hope that class of 2022, that you will do the same in the future. And now we will proceed in our program in hearing now the public health innovation in action. You spent a weekend to put innovation into public health and to develop your ideas of how to respond to a public health issue. So we are just very excited to welcome Mr. Mohammed Kamara, who is the CEO and founder of Enough Cares.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'm so incredibly proud of you guys and watching your project and things that you spent the 11 week really finding out and how to solve it. For me, my springboard to public health started because of my sister who passed during childbirth. She died of pregnancy hemorrhage. So and you guys are probably aware of the issue of maternal mortality, right? That affect women of color. 3.5 more times likely they are to die during pregnancy than their Caucasian counterparts. And how do we solve for that? So it's very similarly to some of the projects that you guys accomplished, right? Over the 11 week, you're asking a question, a big, hairy problem, and how do you solve for that hairy problem? For maternal mortality for women of color, it is an issue not just here in the States, right, but it's also a global issue. And some of the statistics are 500,000 women die each year of pregnancy-related complication. That's 500,000. In the States, that's about 800, right? And how do we solve for that? And you guys are gonna go out in the field and ask similar question, how do you solve for it? For us at Enough Cares, we solve for it through a culturally sensitive lens, right? Because we know that when you go walk into those clinics to seek care, it's very important that that physician on the other side check their biases. They're really trained in understanding you and your unique cultural lens and provide like sensitive care that you feel as though you're welcome. And they're gonna spend the time to properly diagnose you and give you the right type of care that is actually, one, cost effective, and as well has that cultural lens. When you go back home, you can be there implementing that solution with friends and family as well. So for us, when I asked that question after my sister passed, how can I solve this issue? I had a chance to actually partner up with a company called Project Hope. It's an NGO, and I spent some time down in Dominican Republic. We were there supporting women that were affected by the Zika virus and providing care there. But we noticed that there's physicians and other public health professionals who go there, provide care for length of time, but then they have to return to their various countries, and they want to continue that, but the patients want to continue that patient relationship, and it's not there. One of those issues is solving it with technology, right? And so I went on this journey to create a mobile app, two mobile apps, one for physician and then the other one for patients, and it allows them to connect via telehealth seamlessly. But the issue of maternal mortality is one is access, second is trust, and the other is cardiovascular health, right? Mom during pregnancy needs support, and they need tremendous support during pregnancy, not just from a financial point of view, which is super necessary for that mom, but as well from a group, right, that's sharing them on with knowledge. Because how many of you here have kids? And for your first child, was this a scary thing? Did you feel equipped? How did your physician help you feel equipped? That's the question, right? How do you empower and make sure that that mom across there is feeling equipped? They have the knowledge to say, this is what the birthing journey looks like, even though it's still going to be unpredictable. When the baby is ready to come, it's going to come, right? You know that. But then you have that support group that's going to help you through that. So we created this technology, both the patient app, connecting patients to moms and their child, to doulas, midwife, primary care doctor, mental health clinician. And one of the things that we are actually even now testing is we partner with UT Health in Austin, and this is where public health comes into play, because you got to look at it from a global point of view as well. And we're studying the impact of postpartum depression, and as it relates to culturally competent delivery, both in partnership with UC Health in Austin, and as well as another hospital down in Kenya, the Nairobi Women's Hospital in Kenya, and the Dream Medical Center in Kigali, Rwanda. This is how do you address this issue from a public health point of view, truly global public health point of view. And some of the challenges that we are noticing that even in Rwanda, it's transportation, it's more research-driven, that's lacking. Here in the States, it's access, it's also a lot of implicit bias and racism in care delivery, and we're noticing and trying to solve that effectively with technology. And as well, one of the things that you guys are probably going to learn to and probably should embrace is the collaboration effort, right? Our collaborator even in Austin is a physician, and the importance of being able to collaborate within different departments is super, super essential. So you're in public health right now, but be willing and be able to work alongside other people in other sectors as well. So I'm incredibly proud of you guys. I'm here to answer questions. Please reach out. I've had the honor to be mentored by people, and we'll love. There's a lot of students that come into our place, and we mentor them as well, and give them opportunity as well to work alongside us and trying to solve this issue of maternal mortality. So thank you, and I'm incredibly proud of you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kamara. And now this is the moment to acknowledge you scholars for the completion of all of the requirements and the deliverables of Project Imhotep 2022. We will now present your certificates of completion from both the Public Health Sciences Institute as well as the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. I will now invite Ms. Ayana Ward and Mr. David Foster, who will present you with your certificates. If you will, please join us on the stage and then exit going to my left, stage left. Thank you so much.
Tatiana Aguilar. Helena Pollen. Amari Beck. Darian Boogie. Camilla Brown. Jasmine Bullock. Alyssa Bernadette Cahoy. Malcolm Clay. Erlen Claremont. Kevin Dickerson. Oh, no. I'm not one. Milan Eatman. Alicia Edwards. Miracle Ejidike. Jamel Forbes. Sean Friday. Devin Freeman. Tyron Gamble. Darkeese Grant. Rodney Gross. Brianna Harper. Rebecca Hodges. On top. Maya Hopper. Aaliyah Jennings. Mariah Jordan. Matthew Gennard. Quincy Comfort. Imani Kolatai. Christian Lubin. Ajalon McCrae. Erica Morse. Christopher Morera. Ajane Nicholson. Ikenna Okoru. Cole Paraham. Kathleen Perez. Kenyatta Richardson. Alexa Riveras Fernandez. Bryson Satterwhite. Cameron Smith. Janae Thomas. Christabel Tosa. Natalie Triplett. Sky Walker. Justice Watry. Jordan Wood. Brianna Young. And last but not least, Dean Munir Youssef. Congratulations, interns.
So now I would like to have Ikenna Okoru and Ms. Sky Walker to please join us to give student reflections.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sky Walker, and I am currently attending North Carolina A&T State University, studying kinesiology with a concentration in exercise science. When I was asked to reflect on this program and just all of my experiences, there was only one word that I could think of, and it was wow. There were so many amazing experiences I had from day one and the didactic training. I truly enjoyed our healthy competition and all of us inspiring each other when we were creating our apps and, looking over in the other group and saying, what are y'all creating? What are we doing? And really just trying to create awesome public health apps, from going bowling with friends, playing laser tag. And I think all of us knowing that whenever we're doing community service outside, to always bring bug spray. I have had such an amazing time in this program. And for me, coming from a background with limited knowledge in public health, at first I was a little bit worried that I might not know all of the answers during the training or be a little bit hesitant, but hearing all of my fellow classmates and peers, hearing their experience and what they're already doing in public health truly inspired me, and hopefully that I will one day have a future in public health. And I'm so excited to see what we're all doing, and it's just really exciting to know that each and every single one of our futures is so bright, and just hearing some of the amazing things that we want to do in the future, whether it's going into dental health or physical therapy or epidemiology. There's so many amazing futures and pathways here, and it's so bright that we're probably going to need sunglasses, so watch out. So I just want to say thank you to the Project Imhotep staff, my mentor, who I had a wonderful time with this summer, and also my classmates for opening my eyes up into public health and opening the doors for me into learning public health and experiencing this wonderful program, and just having so many valuable memories that I will always take forward with me and throughout my life in my next chapter. So thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry, I was a bit loud. Can we give one more round of applause for Sky? All right. Again, hello. My name is Ikeno Okoro. I'm a recent graduate of Columbia University with a BA in Neuroscience and Behavior. Go ahead. When I was asked to do this reflection, I really thought about my experiences, both before this program, during this program, and what I want to do after. And as a young black man who graduated from an Ivy League university, I can easily say that in these past 2 months, I felt more love and support than I did in those past 4 years. And that's not to talk down about my institution at all, because it was phenomenal. It's to instead speak mountains about this program. Fun fact, before I came here in those past 4 years, I didn't have one black professor. But in the first day of this program, I had my first 4. Isn't that amazing? Immediately in this program, I was enveloped in this community of black professionals, experts in their respective fields who poured their knowledge and their experiences into us. Amazing mentor who shared lived experiences with me and incorporated that into every aspect of our project. And program staff that not only looked like us, but looked out for us, advocated on our behalf. And a brilliant set of students, that not only inspired me, but shared the exact same passions that I have. And so, even though I came into this summer for the 2-week all-you-can-eat public health buffet and the 8-week research practicum, I am leaving this program with lifelong friends, lifelong mentors, and a new community of support that I could have never, ever dreamed of. So in closing, I just wanted to say thank you, to the students, the staff, the mentors, and everybody in this room who has made this summer as great as it could be.
Thank you so much, Ikenna and Sky. And so now we would like to acknowledge the hard work that you did with your posters and your research. And we have tabulated the scores from our judges that were submitted. And so we would like to acknowledge our first, second, and third place winners. Respectively, our third place winner will receive a $100 incentive. Our second place winner will receive $200, and our first place winner will receive $300. And so now we will announce those winners. Our third place winner for the poster session, congratulations to Ms. Quincy Comfort. Congratulations, Quincy. Congratulations, Quincy. Now in this envelope does not lie $100, but you will receive a direct deposit in the near future. Thank you. Our second place winner, congratulations, Ms. Catherine Perez. Congratulations, Catherine. And the same is for you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Do we want to do a drum roll of some kind? All right, our first place winner. Congratulations to Miss Tatiana Aguilar. Congratulations, Tatiana. Congratulations, Tatiana. Thank you all. Do we have pictures or someone with pictures of our winners? And now we'll have you stay here for photos. And now, shortly, I'm sorry. Okay. So we will now announce. We have the list. I'm sorry. Give us a second. Thank you. Congratulations. Okay. And so now each year we extend an invitation, or we would like to honor those of you who have made notable achievements during the summer and have been recognized for those achievements, and to serve as a Public Health Sciences Institute ambassador. And by definition, an ambassador is a person who acts as a representative or a promoter of a specific activity. And essentially, this person or these persons will represent our program and our office in the future to highlight the achievements that you've made and to share insight about your work and the work that we do to continue to press forward in our initiative in training you and other students in our public health workforce in the education career training. And so I would like to announce your names, and if you will please come forward to gather the team has your envelope. There is a monetary incentive for you, and you may have received that in addition to your stipends this morning, so please check your accounts. First, I'd like to have Alyssa Cahoy. Yes. Congratulations, Alyssa. Next, we will have Darian Bogey. Okay. Next, we will have Cameron Smith. Okay. Congratulations, Cameron. Next, we'll have Ajalon McCrae. Christabel Toso. Tyron Gamble. Darkese Grant. Miracle Edajike. Kevin Dickerson. Camilla Brown. Bryson Satterwright. Ikenna Okoro. And Tatiana Aguilar. Congratulations to our new Public Health Sciences Institute ambassadors. You will have additional information in your packets as to what your charge is now. It could be a little bit more fun than you would probably expect, but it's still an expectation that you will continue your leadership efforts, but also to do a day in the life of yourselves and what you're doing in this next phase of your career. And of course, as mentioned by our esteemed alumni, to pay it forward, to give back, and to share with our future, our prospective candidates of Project Imhotep. So congratulations to you, and we're looking forward to working with you. And please exit stage left. Thank you. Now, we will ask our director, Dr. Cynthia Trawick, to bring remarks.
I want to first thank you guys for spending your summers with us. We know it was long. We know that you had a lot of complaints, but we hope the end was worth it, and we look forward to hearing from you in the future. There are 2 awards that we have. We have a Bill Jenkins Award and a Public Health Award. The Bill Jenkins Award is going to be presented to the person who stood out the most about the mission and vision that Bill had for our program. And so that Bill Jenkins Award comes with a laptop computer, as you see up here. So our Bill Jenkins Award is presented to, we have 2 actually, Mr. Tyron Gamble and Miss Tatiana Aguilera. Those awards also come with money, so check your bank accounts. We also have the Project Imhotep Public Health Summer Program Public Health Award. And this award goes to the student who exemplified public health throughout the summer. They lived and breathed it, they enjoyed it, they even enjoyed community service. So I want to make sure she understands. I can't read. She understands that we really appreciate the effort and the work that she put in. This goes to Alyssa Cahoy. And the set. Is it Ikena? And Ikenna Okoro. And these award comes with an iPad and check your bank accounts, money. You know, in COVID, you can't give out checks anymore. Everything goes to the bank account. But we also want to thank our guests here today, and we also want to recognize those. I actually wanted people who had participated in Imhotep Public Health Science Institute in any way. We're not all females. I was looking, I said, oh, it's all females. But there are a number of males. We actually try to have our cohort 50% males. And he didn't want to speak, but Corey Lumpkins is in the audience. Raise your hand, Corey. And there are a host of other alums or affiliates of Public Health Science Institute that are here as well. So I just want to make sure you guys get a chance to meet everyone once we have the reception. And we also want to recognize Ms. Michelle Roth, who is our project officer for the program. Michelle, we have a gift for you, so you have to come up. I know you're trying to wave. So I want you all to know there's a lot of people behind the scenes, a lot of people working very hard, and Michelle is one of those persons. Thank you, Michelle. And our new lead at CDC, who spoke to us so eloquent today, Ms. Zodi. That concludes our program. We have a great feast set aside for you outside. Students, we want to make sure our guests get to the line first, but if you would do that, if you would like your poster, you're welcome to take that with you. Please take that down. If not, leave it here and we'll take care of that, okay? Oh, before we leave, Dr. Tarver has one last announcement. So lunch is going to be served.
Yes, okay. Students who are traveling to the airport, the bus is here. And what we are asking is that if you could please retrieve your bags and pack the bus, but we also ask that you dine first. Please gather your food first because you have an immediate departure at 1:30. Okay? Everybody's good? Please excuse yourself to do that and make sure you load the bus. Thank you all, everyone, for joining us.